Well, folks, it's spring cleaning day. Look at this mess. There's too much stuff. There's too much. Why? Why do I have so much stuff? And yes, I'm in a garage, and yes, right behind you is the arcade area. And I'm standing where a car can park and does park. But there's too much stuff here. It's too much. So what are we going to do about it? Welcome to a new bonus episode. And in this, it's spring cleaning. Several weeks, probably, or at least several days. So, yes, there's plenty of room here. And that's where Natalie's car parks. My car could park here. Whoever, plenty of room. But this area here has just gotten out of control. Now, I have probably, just even in the last year, shown you where I've worked in here a lot. But there's just too much stuff coming too fast, even at a reduced buying pace, which I tell myself I am, but am I really? Like, I'm buying less things, but they're happening more often, it feels like. And then, of course, I've been hunting, getting the Motu stuff, and that's a mistake. I mean, it's not. I think it's cool, but it is what it is. So, this video is going to be a series of clips hoping to clean this mess and make it a little more manageable. The biggest challenge I have is behind this wall of boxes are my tubs. Can you see? Like in there, where my heads and hands and parts and pieces, and if I want to change things out or put things away, it's where they live. I know, buddy. He's not happy this morning. He's ready to go on the WALK, which we are going to as soon as I finish this. But there's also like household stuff back there where we really can't get to. And honestly, I don't know what's all over. And then like up here, we have all the Mythic stuff. I would have loved to get down the Mythic stuff and play with them during X-Men 97, which is now over. But I can't get to it. But I can get to my duplicates of G.I. Joe and Super 7 Turtles easy. I don't know if I'm going to keep any of that. So one thing I want to do, I want to get my figures that I want to take down and play with on this side. And I don't know what's going to go on that side. These may go into a tub. I may get better totes, like some of those big yellow big ones, rather than these random boxes. Some of this stuff is like recent. I mean, Toylanta and then like these battle totes have made things get bigger because I've got a bunch of big boxes. But anyway, I hope to accomplish three things. One, I want to be able to access the Mythic figures easier. That's one. This is not in priority, but just that's number one thing I want to do. Number two, I need to be able to access my heads and hands easier. That's number two. Number three, anything here that needs to be opened, I want to open and get into a proper organization. I have all these things from Michael's. I have not used one of them yet. So G.I. Joe Classified may get put in those. I got to see if I have things I can get put in those. So things that I plan to open or will open that are in their box are going to get opened. And this stuff, so that's the three things. Now, I need to do more than three things. I want to make this not look like a wall of cardboard boxes. I want it to be more efficient. So I either want to upgrade some of the boxes to tubs or better ways to store. I have other places I can store things in the garage, so I may move some stuff to other places, especially things that are to sell or I don't care about as much or whatever. So that's what this video is, spring cleaning. So I'll be checking in every 6 hours. The reason I'm choosing to do it now, so if you're watching this, it is after MomoCon weekend. Hopefully you enjoyed the Wednesday MomoCon kind of bonus video. We'll have a full MomoCon vlog on Sunday. Lots of Wednesdays and Fridays recently. Hope you've been enjoying that. But right now, this is before MomoCon. And why am I filming this now and putting it 2 weeks in advance? Because I don't know how long it's going to take. But most specifically, Natalie's out of town for work for the next 5 days. So that means I can just destroy the garage. At the same time, Kaya has school, her last several full days of school. Plus, she has spring training for her team. So for the next 3 days, 2.5 days, she'll be gone all day. She'll be gone all day from like 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. the next 2 days. And then Saturday, she has it in the morning. We're going to go see a movie Saturday afternoon. That won't be on this video. And then Sunday, she'll be home. So I've got those 4 days really almost nonstop to work on this. Take some time off of work, try to get this done, try to see what I can clean up. So here we go. Won't be the most interesting thing, but I'll see what I find, see what I show you, and let's do it. Spring cleaning. Happy now, huh, buddy? Happy now. Taking a little walk. We can use the potty, yeah. I also need my yard tools to be accessible. The family, like non-figure stuff to be accessible. I don't know. There's many more than 3 things. Next clip will probably be a time lapse of me starting. And I've got to try to figure out what goes where. Well, let me tell you a little story about cleaning day. I've gotta sweat and sweat and sweat all day on cleaning day. My pants fell down, my crack came out on camera on cleaning day. But at the end, it's gonna be a wonderful thing when we're done with cleaning day. So believe it or not, this is relatively organized. So over there in that corner, those are things for Ron. I got to get to Ron. Those are Dio pieces. And then like the Michaels cases. And then you see Eternia, the sewer layer, Castle Grayskull. I know it's dark in here. These 4 big boxes are all Legions, and that's miscellaneous crap from the clearance day. So these are where I have like heads and hands bagged up. They are pretty organized. Like I've got them labeled what's in there. But what I want to do, so I also have all these Joes. That's just random things that aren't on display anymore. That's turtle stuff that's not on display anymore. So what I want to do, these are other like legends that aren't on display, and McFarlane and Storm. We just bought those tubs at Ollie's. So what I want to do is try to get like the G.I. Joe into those cases. The Michaels, I think I'm just going to throw away. I've been saving those little cardboard pieces. I don't know why. I'm going to throw it away. So that corner, all this stuff that kind of has to stay in here. This is all crap I got to sort through. That'll happen inside at the kitchen table. But these are, my Legions are all spread out. I have stopped opening G.I. Joe since I redid the display. So I've got a bunch of extra G.I. Joe. Holothon Turtles, haven't opened any of that. So one of the things I want to do here is open up a great deal of this crap to figure out where I'm going to store it or display it, and then get this cardboard all out of here. So that should be good. Those are just empty boxes right now. So all of this is the next stop. Now the challenge I have is I have the cleaning people coming today in the house. So I can't have this stuff all inside the house right now. It's got to live in the garage just for the next couple hours, and then I'll get back to it. So what I'm hoping to do also then, so like those are Hiss Tanks, Plunderlings Kickstarter, my video game stuff. There's other Legions up there, Turtle Vans. But see, here is where we get to the stuff I need to be able to access better, like the lawn work that's just kind of jammed in the front. That's Christmas stuff, not as big a deal, but still various yard tools. But then like my paint stuff, that's all kind of strewn about here. I haven't been able to get to it. These tools become hard to get to, the breaker box, all that stuff. We do have all this Lego still. We still have quite a bit of Lego. A lot of it's up there. I'm not going to move much from up there, but what I would like to do is get the Mafex, put them over there, and then things that are like the Figma anime that I'm just kind of saving in case Kyle wants them one day. I need to put those away, get the Pokemon stuff, put those in like a box or a tub, and make this area more accessible, and see if this is the system I still want to go with heads and hands. And then all that is its own problem, but I got to get through this first. So my next step will probably be, honestly, I think my next step has to be organizing this stuff, which is going to be hard to do. But we'll check back in when I'm at another talking point. It's a mess. A little more organization. That is a box Joy Toy. It's all loose, bagged up. That's the next wave of Super 7 that there wasn't room for up there, the extras. This is all Mezco stuff, either open on display in their boxes or sealed or whatever. Animal Warriors of the Kingdom, none of that do I have on display. That's all unique stuff I got at Twilana. Legions, all those boxes are Legions. All those boxes are Legions. This is Figuarts and Figma, not currently on display. Most of it's one piece. There's some Figma Demon Slayer. So it's stuff that kind of matches what's up there. I just have to get it paired up. This is Dragon Ball Figuarts I don't have on display because it's a version 1 or whatever, but they're unique because I try to collect them all. This is Mafex. There hasn't been room for up there. Battletoads. This is all G.I. Joe. All these boxes here are G.I. Joe that I haven't opened or are duplicates that don't have room up there. And then this is all stuff to open. Master Universe, Origins, Holothon NECA stuff, Masters. And then these are like miscellaneous, like stuff from Big Bad Toy Store recently, clearance, duplicates, stuff I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with. So at least I now have it organized where I can get to the different area. Because I really think before I can do much, and I got all the parts and pieces put away, before I can do much here, I have to figure out how much room this all is gonna take up. So here we go. All right, got done just in time. Cleaners are here, they're start upstairs. He's huffing and puffing. Cleaner day, not his favorite day, because he ends up getting cooped up. You see, you got the little gate fence up right there, so he can't get through. He just wants to follow them around and get in their way. He's not gonna be mean. He's just like, what you doing? What you doing? What you doing? I do want to remind you, we announced last week, or 2 weeks ago, maybe now, something like that. We have Charlie's Collectible Show. We are doing a Mythic Meetup and Play Day, July 20th, 10 to 6. We're going to have Dio vendors, custom vendors. Ginger Kid Collectibles is going to have a street team event with Legions at Legions prices, so you too can have 5 boxes of backstock in your garage. And Scott Warren Server Studios will be there doing a paint workshop. A lot of fun. I'm hosting it. I'll be there. Lots of folks come in. Hope to see you at Charlie's Collectible Show. We'll jump ahead. I don't know what'll be next, honestly. I'm thinking about, do I want to put rolling another set of shelves in front of the shelves that are there that roll, that I can move out of the way, that make easier to store stuff on, to get stuff behind it? Do I want to just get the huge like yellow totes, like the snap tight totes? But the first thing I've got to do is separate things out into things I'm going to open and that need a place to live once they're open. And then things that have to go back into the garage in some capacity. I also need to see, there's stuff that I think I can leave on the back porch instead of the garage, like the old kennel that we kept Rufus in, that every once in a while we may need. Those kinds of things that probably could just live on the back porch instead of the garage. So I got to see what kind of space that frees up. But in order to do that, I need to free up the garage floor space, which means bringing stuff in here. So that's probably next, but that'll be a couple hours from now. I'll bring stuff in, I'll sort it in here, and then I'll free up space there to continue to dig through what I have so I can figure out what type of equipment I need. That's where we're at. Find out together. Spring cleaning day. Cleaners are done. Quick detour. Swing into Home Depot. I had to run an errand anyway. I was right beside it. So I might get some of those totes I'm talking about, just like maybe 4 or 6. It looks like they have them on sale. So I have them and I can see if that's what I want to use. I mean, I know I can use some of them. I'm not going to get like 10 or 20 right now, but I want to have some so I can see if it'll work. And I may just eyeball some other stuff on here. They're up there. How do I get to those? Where are they? All right. Hey, that thing $90. That's not really what I'm here for though, but that's not bad. All right, this is what I want. Yeah, see, they got these ones for $10. So I may grab, what size are these? 27? Oh, that's bigger than the ones I use. So I think I'm gonna get, see, $10, but then you go to this size and it's more than double the price. This is what, 40? You get 2 of those for the price of that. I mean, I guess that's more space efficient, but I think those may be a little too big. So I think I'm gonna bring home 6 of these guys and see how that helps me. I don't know if there's anything else I need to look at here, so I'm just gonna grab these and back to it. part of the house that never gets shown. Obviously, it's not in great use, but we have this little gym in the back with some weights and some medicine balls, kettlebells, and a bike and a bench, kickboxing bag. I just made better use of the space. Better use meaning like you may have to pull the bench out to do some exercise. Rufus's like poop bags, like poop areas used to be back in the back. What I've done is I've moved this stuff that was in the garage back here. That's fish tank water and various dog cages and coolers, things that won't, I mean, they're not climate controlled in the garage anyway. Nothing's gonna affect them. It sucked. I had to haul this stuff all around through the outside, and it's very hot. Let me show you what that freed up. I also brought the stuff to open and the G.I. Joes in here too to work on. So this whole corner, which is not insignificant, is where, so that thing was taking up like half of that. Now on top of that were things like the Super 7 turtle van, NECA turtle van. So I'm gonna have to figure that out, but it makes more space, allows me to use the ladder to get up there. So it does, it gives me some options, I think. I've thought about maybe moving the shelves down some. I wanna be able to access the tools better. So I'm just gonna keep evaluating. I've taken down all the G.I. Joe off that top shelf to try to figure out, do I have them all? The duplicates, what I need to open, what I need to open. It's a mess. This is what I'm exploring. Can I put the back catalog of Joe's in number order into these? Do them like that, and then the bigger pieces across the top. I think I can. There are some, there's a couple options. But that's what I'm exploring now. It's probably gonna take all 6 of these to do the back catalog, which is a little frustrating, but we'll see. Yep, took all 6 of those, but there's still space in the top. And then the top, I have, let's see, 82, 98, 110, and 112. Those are mine to open. The rest is a complete sealed set through, what number? Oversight, 113. Mutt and Junkyard. With all the variants, I think, except for the snake eyes, like dot on the head variant. Then this is all stuff I need to open, and I've got the boxes there because I'm gonna throw all this trash away and take it to the recycling. I'm wiped out though. I'm gonna do that today. I don't know if I ever showed you all this snout spout, Rhidilen Creations. It's a cool figure. I'm excited for that one. Never opened it. Masterverse, big guy. So anyway, a lot of stuff to open, even though like none of this really has homes, but it'll take up less space loose than it will in these boxes. And I do want to open it eventually, and I'm tired of storing all these boxes. So there it is so far. Not been the most exciting day, huh, Bubba? Daddy's tired. So you come in here, cleared that out so I could get up there. Those are completely empty now. Got the turtles down. I don't think those containers that I just used for the Joes will work for turtles. I think they're too big. That's all Super 7 turtles as well. So maybe I'll put those containers, those Joe containers here in this new space I opened up. You see it's got the hooks. So I really want to wait until I see how much space, how much stuff I've got to put places, because obviously there's still a great amount of work to do. But I think I made good progress for day one, because those are all empty, so I can start to move some of that over there. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I'm just moving stuff around and not getting anywhere, but we'll see. Catch up tomorrow. Ooh, I've been working for about 4 hours this morning. You see that stuff's all there, but I've completely rearranged what was on this shelf to make it where stuff that isn't the most commonly needed, but is categorized, see, like all antiques together. The video game collection, my paints are much more accessible. My crafts, all of our craft stuff. Then up there is predominantly either Lego or Gundam stuff with a few odds and ends mixed in. You see some paint, things like that. Then over here is like games, mystery games, escape games, Pokemon stuff still there, all up there. And then I've put in this, the wall, so Eternia, Turtle Vans, His Tanks, Castle Grayskull, and then like the things that I'm gathering that we're not displaying in case Kyle wants one day or we have a bigger display. So all the One Piece stuff and the Figma Demon Slayer and turtle stuff I don't have a home for yet. Sewer layer, some of that stuff. So that's good. And then what we did, I put all the Mezco and the Mayfex over here, the things that I want to be able to access to get down for pictures and to play with, because this is always accessible because of the arcade. So you just get a ladder, pop up there. No changes there. Probably won't be any changes there. This is all stuff I need to get rid of, sell, something. So I may stop back in the eBay store again, but that's when we're done here. This is diorama stuff I don't have a home for. That's Ron stuff. Not worried about that. And then all of this is stuff that I gotta... So those are parts and pieces. This is all other figures. You see all the Super 7, Silverhawks, Plunderlings, and then all Mythic Legions and a little bit of Storm. I have to figure out, am I going to put in the yellow totes or am I going to use boxes? So the next thing I'm going to do real quick, and I just wanted to talk to you first. I got the Battle Toads up there. I have no home for those, but they're on sale. I think I'm going to move the G.I. Joe totes right here and see how much space they take up, and then take a next step. I pivoted. Put all the Legions and the Plunderlings, because they all have their boxes that are fine, against that wall first, because none of this is stuff I have to get to really ever. And I moved all the trash boxes out here so Rufus can maneuver. Now I'm going to bring the Joe boxes in here and see what it looks like. I think I like it. Got a little hidey hole for the lawnmower so you can just go right out instead of having like the cars in here to maneuver. Makes me think I should get, I don't know, maybe I'll start with 6 more, because I like the uniform look at that. I also like the stack much neater, and I could potentially like lay the garden tools on top of these or something. So I like it. I want to be able to access that stuff. Simple enough, or at least some of it. I think we're good up there. I can get to all that when I want to. That's all stuff to get rid of. But this is stuff plus the stuff on the table that I have to find a home for. So I think I'm going to take a break. I'm going to take the dog for a walk. And I think I'm going to go get 6 more of those to see how it works with that stuff. Although the Super 7 stuff, I may get a couple that are bigger. Maybe I'll get 2 that are bigger, or 3 that are bigger, and then 6 of those. That's what I'm thinking, because I can definitely get that. Let's see. Also need to take a shower because I just got up and started working and I feel nasty. Table full of stuff though. Here, my challenge is just how much more expensive they get, and they're not any wider. And the width is the problem, I feel like. So even though that would hold the Super 7 better, it still won't hold 2 side by side. So I think I'm just going to get 9 of these and have some Super 7, some other stuff in it. That's my cheapest approach. I mean, 2 would definitely fit there, but these are $60. I think they have wheels built into them. They're very nice. But 2 of those are 12 of those. And realistically, I could probably fit 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, maybe 30 Super 7 in that. So that's still not enough. And at $60, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to get 9 of those. I'm liking where we're going. I think I'm going to go back and get 3 more to finish that off. You see all the garden tools fit up there. Lawnmower there. I have all the like rakes and stuff on the back porch. So that all fits up there, easy enough to get to. And then this that has a bunch of dioramas can live on top of that. Now my concern will be, can I consolidate all of that into those, or close enough to, I'll have 5 available tubs. I should be able to, because those tubs have a bigger capacity in those, but we'll see. So I feel good about where things are at. What is in this Marvel Legends box? I don't think that's Marvel Legends. A bunch of video game stuff. So I'm going to take the pup out. And then I got to bring Kai up to practice. I think the next thing I'm going to do is try to pack these 2 cell figures up into 1 box or 2 boxes. And make sure that is that. And then I will grab the tubs while I am taking Kaya to practice. And then my next step really is to open all the stuff, get the trash all out of here to free up space, and that'll be it, really. Open all the stuff, get it into the remaining tubs, and then see where we're at. So we're going to jump ahead here probably to opening up some things. Went ahead and moved Ron's stuff over, so that's all empty boxes now. And I consolidated the stuff for sale. I know it says Silverhawks, but I wrote on the side items, and I need to cross that out with the big marker. So those 3 boxes are things to sell. Maybe I'll sell them at Charlie's or I don't know, something. And then there's Ron's stuff. That's my workout bag. So I'm gonna get 3 more of those. Everything on this side's done. So we're gonna figure out a place for dog food. I gotta get that out of the way because I do need to work in that corner. I mean, it's gonna look a lot better. I don't know. I mean, I've done what I've set out to do, or I will have. It's still just so much stuff, so much clutter. And I need to get rid of some stuff. I don't know. But I mean, it's gonna be a lot more accessible. I wanna be able to get to the breaker box, get to the tools, get to the yard stuff. And it's easy now with these to get to things instead of climbing up. And the things that are up there that are harder to get to are exceedingly rare. Like, it'll be, okay, now is the day I'm opening Castle Grayskull. I won't mind moving all that stuff out of the way. The things I want to get to easier are much easier. So, we come in here. That's all the Joy Toy Warhammer. That stuff's already bagged up, so it'll just live in one of these totes. I just got to figure out which one. And I'm coming right now, Bubba. So I've decided I'll just open up the Storm stuff. I found my other Storm stuff. I'm going to open up the Jada stuff I don't have open. G.I. Joe and Animal Warriors, all that you've already seen. So all this I have to open. I'm going to throw away all this packaging. That'll be part of the grate. But now most of this does not have a home anywhere. So things that'll fit in these, which is probably just G.I. Joe, I'm going to put in these. But a lot of this is going to end up in some of those totes. But I want to get them way more organized than they are, as well as the totes that are out there. So my next big step, in addition to when I take Kaya, I got to go to Home Depot. I'm going to need bags. I'm going to have to swing by Walmart. Is to get all this open so that I can get rid of the trash and then really start to figure it out. I feel the same way, buddy. So this is a longer task than I anticipated. I was like, all right, I got 2.5 hours. And then I got to get Kaya. I can spend an hour and a half knocking out these openings and take the recycling. But I'm like, I'm making life harder for myself. As I open, I need to bag it with all its pieces, label it, and then go ahead and put it in its tub. So like you see this tub is going to be Storm, Jada, and Super 7. And I'm like, all right, well, if I do that, I should also find the parts and pieces. So that's all like, Thundercats, Super 7. But then like here, Storm, Shao Kahn version 2, all his stuff in there. Because I don't have room to display it. But that way it's all in one place. So Storm stuff that is on display will also have its parts in there. So I can just find the brand I'm looking for and find the tub. And it's taking longer, but it means I don't have to do rework later. So I'm not going to get it done tonight. And again, I've got 2 more full days I can work on this. But I did pick up the tubs. So you see, I've emptied out 2 of these tubs already, which is good. And I've got one finished almost, but some of the stuff I can't find everything. So it's just somewhere in the abyss of stuff. So I just want to do it right. Now I'm just going to keep plugging away. But look, I can get over there now, which is nice. So you see the vision. Plugging away. I think I'm at my stopping point. I'm worn out. I've been going for 12 hours. And I keep opening these Storm. Man, I want to stop and play with them. They're so cool. But I can't. I got all the Storm, Jada, Animal Warriors, and Super 7 open and organized in tubs, as well as the Joy Toy. So we're just continuing along. Maybe I'll open this Bowser. I don't know. We're continuing along, trying to get things super organized as we go. But I think that's the end of the night for you. It is only 7:13, but I've been going since 6:30. Pretty much nonstop. I'm wiped out. And I want to do it right rather than trying to rush to finish it tonight. But I got to go get Kaya in a few minutes from practice. I need to take a shower first, go get Kaya, spend time with Kaya, spend time with the dog. But I mean, I'm way ahead through 2 days. So now most of the hard and sweaty work is done. It's just going through heads and hands and pieces, and it's not the funnest thing in the world. But we'll keep going. I'm pleased so far. I'm pleased. We're getting there. It's the next day. I'm watching Trevor. It's Figura Obscura drop, 1/6 shooter. See, I got my computer logged in right there. I'm working on these. It is 8:45. I took Kaya and Juliana to practice. These Motu are great. The cartoon collections were a lot of fun. Turtles was great, so they're really good. I'm actually excited to play with those. I may end up with those on display. So I'm working through getting this table cleared off and things sorted. This I am not looking forward to. There's going to be 60 million twist ties. So I'm dragging my feet on that, but making progress. I'm interested what the Figure Obscura is going to be. 10 minutes till it drops. Hair all over the place. I took a break. I wore my chainmail. I hopped on to the live stream with Trevor, 1/6 shooter, to talk about the new Figure Obscura release. It is awesome. Anubis and Bastet 2-pack from ancient Egypt. Look at some of these pictures. Trevor just kills it with these pictures. He makes you want them so bad. And I think they're really, really good. I certainly ordered the all-in. Comes with a mug and extra pins. $60 a figure for the 2-pack. Really, really nice. But now I got to get back to it. Just picked Kaya up from practice, and I'm back at Home Depot. I'm getting 6 more of those containers. I think I'm going to have to go one more level higher to get everything properly stored and give myself a couple years of capacity. So I don't want to be doing this again, and I don't want it to get out of control again. Therefore, I need capacity. So 6 more we go. That will make 24 total of these tubs. But they're easy to move in and out. I don't know. It's a lot. They're easy to move in and out. I don't know. I think I've just made things more organized. But I don't know that I've made it. I mean, I've made it better, but I gotta get rid of stuff. Kai and I are gonna go eat lunch. She's hungry after 3 days of practice, spring training. They did a little preview of their show. It was good. And then we'll have a few hours before the movie. We're going to see If. I'm not gonna film any of that with her unless she wants to. But we may go to a Target. I may film a clip or two, because with that Figure Obscura release, I want to get that NECA Mummy and the NECA Mummy accessory set. They are on Amazon, but they're $40 on Amazon. If I could get them at Target, it'd be like $32, I think. So I'm at least going to look once at Target. But, all right, skip ahead now. Almost got the NECA and Motu done. I opened up this snout spout. Look how cool he is. He was Mattel Creations. He's going to be top 10, at least first half of the year. In terms of hoses, axe, all this. That dude's cool. Well, that works pretty well. And boop. Yeah. I love these for G.I. Joe. I don't remember if I showed in the video. The first ones I ordered arrived damaged when they got shipped. They just refunded me and let me keep them. So I have like 2 or 3 of them that are broken. So like the top piece of this is pretty jacked up, and then one of these is missing the clasp, but the rest are good. And this is still perfectly usable. I'll just put tape on it. And then you close it up. You have a handle. And it goes. I like that. All right, I've got all the loose Joes open. Only thing left to open is the dreaded NECA and the 1 million twist ties. The Joes are pretty easy because the plastic-free packaging sometimes has a couple twist ties on here, but also sometimes it's the like cardboard ones that are easy to cut. But the traditional packaging has no twist ties. All of them except this guy that I get to fit in that, and that's because his vest seems to not be removable or easily removable. It's too fast. I know. We're gonna go outside right now. So I am done with the Joes. We need to leave in about an hour for the movie. I'm gonna take the pup out, then I'll start working on TMNT. I don't think I'm gonna get it done before we need to leave. I was hoping so that I could drop off the recycling while we're out. But I don't think so. I like the way this is turning out though. And if you're curious, one of those 27-gallon can hold 4 of these with a little bit of room on the edge for things that are too big and a little bit of room on top. Now, why do I have so many? Because I've got about 60 Joes that are loose, already bagged up, that I'm gonna move into this later in the video. But the most important thing right now is getting the trash out of here. Most important thing right now is my pup. It's a miracle, ladies and gentlemen. Calamity. This one, which I have not thrown on the ground, just had a single twist tie. And you lifted it off, and everything was easy to come out. Because the 90,000 twist ties those had. Please be more like this, NECA. Short-lived. Back to twist tie city. Ugh. Didn't get as far as I wanted because that just stinks. But I got all the Mirage ones. Still got to do the Ronins. Well, no, that's Mirage, I guess, technically. And then all the tunes. But it's time to go to the movie. Maybe we're going to go to Target. We'll see. And we'll keep back at it tonight. It's been such a good NECA Funko. This one by the movie. Come on, have some movie stuff. Mummy stuff. Movie stuff, mummy stuff. I see Wolfman. I'm going to do some digging. Oh, wait, is that it? No, that's Gremlins. Is that Mummy? Frankenstein. I'll do some digging real quick.
Does it have the bat-themed bat repellents?
Maybe. Michelangelo.
No, I mean the oceanic bat repellent.
The shark spray?
Yes.
I don't know if they've made that one yet. Poopy, no Mummy.
Bobby pins though.
Yeah, bobby pins. That's the movie we just saw. Yeah. Open weeping. Open. We've gotten close. My hands hurt. Tired of opening NECA stuff. Everything but the Pizza Club turtles. But these I can fit in my recycling. So I'm going to haul this. It's 8:30. I got to try to get to the recycling, swing by Target, hopefully to find the Mummy, and bring back late dinner. We ate lunch late, so I won't be able to finish these right now, but I want to get this trash out of here. That's a completely full vehicle. But now it feels like we're getting somewhere. Now we're getting somewhere. Farewell, cardboard and plastic. It was nice to know you. Sweaty again. I know this has been super choppy, and for those of you that have stayed with me this far, this has got to be pretty far in, 45 minutes into a bonus video that's about spring cleaning. We're just going to go to this Target and do a little toy hunt in the middle of it. See if they got the Mummy stuff to go with the figure obscura. This video is going way in advance, so you're watching this the Friday after MomoCon. For me, this is currently the Saturday before MomoCon. And part of that is I had no idea if I was going to be able to get done. I have one more day to get done. I had the 4 days. It's just the end of day 3. I do think I will get done tomorrow, or done enough. What I have left to do is to go through the corner where like the battery chargers for the equipment is. It's just miscellaneous command strips, drills, that kind of stuff. You don't care about that. I haven't shown you that. I got to go through that corner and get it a little bit more accessible, which shouldn't be hard. I got to open the 4 Pizza Club turtles. And then the big lift, I've got to sort through. So I've got to take the rest of my loose G.I. Joe that are individually baggy, put them in those plastic cases. That shouldn't be bad. That should take me about an hour. My turtles that are not on display, I have never organized. They're just all thrown in one big, several bags. That's going to probably take me a couple hours to match up heads and hands, get those baggied up correctly. And then I've got to baggy up the Marvel Legends and the McFarlane stuff that I took down and those kinds of things. So but all of that is already loose and in bags. It's just sorting. And then I can get all my orange totes labeled correctly, have all my stuff where it needs to be, and I'll be done. And I should, at the end of it, have the 2 black totes and then what do I have, 6 of the clear totes. Those should all be empty. I'm going to have a tote for Mythic Legions that just has parts and pieces because I don't think I have any loose of that, really. So all I'm going to use is those yellow top totes. Now, I might use some of the other totes for other things, but for toys, that's all I'm going to use. So I got to do all that. It shouldn't be bad. I also did the yard today, right when we got back from the movie. That's why it's kind of choppy. I cut the grass. It's been raining intermittently. It's raining now, but it had been dry most of the day. So I did the grass and edging and weed eating. Just the front yard. I got to do the backyard. I did some weed eating in the backyard. I got to get it because Rose will be here in a week and they need to run around out there and not be a jungle. So that's what I got left to do tomorrow. What we're going to do, you and I, we're going to go into Target. We're going to see if on the mummy stuff, and then that'll end the day for you. I may work some more tonight off camera. I hope it's just a couple clips and we're done. Hopefully this video has like 3 to 5 minutes left and I'm done. Because none of that's really going to be terribly interesting. But first, toy hunt, then the 3 to 5 minutes. So I did just show you a clip or two of the other Target, which is a long one. It's like an hour from this Target. All I look for is the mummy. I did look at the figures. I didn't have anything. Other thing I'd look for, Merman cartoon collection, Stratos cartoon collection of Motu, Wave 3 of Masters and TMNT, and then Dulcine and Bison. That's what we're on the hunt for, plus the mummy stuff. The last 3 days should have taught me anything. Don't buy stuff that I'm not specifically here for. No clearance. Only the things I said I'm here for. Nothing else. I don't want to have to keep doing this as I stop and look at random stuff. Let's see. Mummy. Just opened. Wing nut. I think the mummy is more likely going to be over there, although this place does give me 3 places to look. Which one is that? Opened that last year. Freddie Mercury's kind of cool. Just opened that guy. Nosferatu. Oh, Wolfman. Maybe I might dig here real quick. Nothing there. Let me tell you something. I've never had to dig because I've not been buying NECA Horror or Predator. The Universal Monster stuff. The turtle stuff is always kind of right out front. I don't like it. Let's see. Anything new? Because there are a million NECA other things. And you gotta dig through all of it. I swear there was 100 in that section. And we ain't even over there yet. Stuff like that King Kong. Come on, mummy. We want mummy. No Motu that we need. Nope. We'll take a quick look over here since it's a hunt. Any Joe at all? I just opened him. He's the one that wouldn't fit. Only one I couldn't get to fit. I had to split him between 2, but he was just too wide. The door wouldn't close. Just the reissue Legends. All right, NECA Funko time. I feel like I've seen these mummy sets a number of times, but maybe it just all blends together. I mean, I can't imagine everybody in this area has just bought the figure obscura and is looking for mummy. I just don't think that's realistic. Maybe they're just old. Halloween. I'm gonna have to dig through that, see if I find it. Look at that metal head. Before I dig, let's see. A bunch of pops. Is there new? No, there's not gonna be new. Chun-Li. All Chun-Li. I fear that's going to prevent there from really ever being new ones there. That one's cool. Joy Toy is coming out with their version of those. Nothing new there, or nothing that we're going to buy. All right, I'm going to dig. Guess it's almost 3 years old. It's readily available online. Big Bad Entertainment Earth, Amazon. I don't want to keep looking for it to save $2. In fact, I think on eBay it may be cheaper, so I'm just going to go that route. So we'll catch up tomorrow. A couple more clips, and hopefully we're done. Ugh. Thank you, Amazon. 14 hours later. And we're done. What do I have of those? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 24. So I spent about $250 on those tubs. The bottom 3 here, which is sell. Those 2 are Goodwill. Need to relabel those. Stuff for Ron that I got to take to New York. That's a Dio. That will probably live up there. But I don't know for the time being. I want to not have to have too much stuff up there if I don't have to, but I don't know if this will block the car door opening. And then what I did over here, I cleaned this up. I put the bulkier stuff that are only, you know, like the shop vac and the heater, things that aren't used that often behind. I got all the batteries for the tools there, charging station. I got weed stuff, dog pee stuff. That's just miscellaneous. I reused those tubs there. And then I used this old tub to put all the tools in right here. Those are the two that I use the most, along with the lawnmower. So I can walk right up and access this. I mean, it's not the most convenient, but it's not like I'm accessing that all the time, and I can get to any of this without too much hassle compared to how it was. I like that better than just having them laying up there. And you see everything's labeled: loose NECA TMNT, loose G.I. Joe classified, Mythic Cosmic Legions, Figura Obscura, imports, Figure Arts, Sentinel, Mayfest, etc. So within that is if I have loose figures or if I have their parts and pieces. So it's all done. I do still need to clean up the TMNT, and Joe's a little bit of work on that, but for the purposes of this, we're done. And I'm happy about it. I think it looks much better. The things behind that don't need to be accessed very often. However, like my paint stuff, I can come right up to it, get to it anytime I need to. So I think this is a pretty big improvement. But it has been a long 3.5 days, almost 4 days. It's 3 o'clock on Sunday. Had to get it done by tonight. And I think it's good. It accomplishes everything I want to do. I can get to that stuff easy. The only thing that's harder to get to is if I need to get to my legions that are back there for customs, but that'll always be like project based. I already showed you up there behind you is the Mezco and Mayfex, easy to get to now. And this is all dog food, but that's temporary stuff that'll be out of here eventually, so it'll open up that space some more. So that's what we'll just see how it works in the real world. But thanks for joining me on a bonus video. Maybe you got some ideas, some tips. I know some people enjoy seeing just spring cleaning or organizing, and I feel like that's what I'm always doing, but I feel like we did a pretty good job. Anyway, I will talk to you on Sunday. Squeeze it.